Oh, hello. Well, you got some nice armor there. Hey, Frosty. How are you? I just saw your streams going on a few minutes ago.
Hmm?
I wasn't sure if you saw the chat window or how you have everything set up on your end. Ah, I got my jumping animation back. During the previous stream, um, and I'm not entirely sure how this happened, but somehow Mod Organizer rearranged my mods in the left pane, which affected the skeleton my character was using and the animations she's supposed to have. Well, I tinkered around with it, tinkered around with my load order in Mod Organizer, and it looks like stuff is working. Doing good. Just ended a live stream, had a few crashes, been streaming for a few hours. I think something went wrong on the chat since at some point didn't get any come in. Oh wow, that's odd. I was able to chat. Yeah, Mod Organizer lately, it's been doing some weird things. Like, what's an example? What's an example? It'll in the left pane of my mods, it'll move Dragonborn like to some place it just shouldn't be. So I'm not sure what's going on with it. I'm like totally starving right now. As a vampire, I mean. My bloodlust is satisfied for now. Okay. Hmm. Mm. Oh, you know what, Serrano? We gotta get you some armor. Yes, so new mods installed. Well, not new mods to me, but mods reinstalled is I reinstalled New Miller's Succubus armor because a lot of my a lot of my viewers said it isn't fair that I get sexy armor but Serana doesn't. Mod Organizer does all kinds of wizardry, and sometimes not always for the best, the better. Let's see, what do I need to make this armor?
I've never seen leaves this color.
You like those leaves, Serana? New Miller, what does this want? Leather. It just wants leather stuff.
Sorry. I hope you haven't arrived here looking for work in the mine.
What's wrong with the mine?
It's full of spiders. That's what's wrong with it. Almost killed Grogmar and me when they showed up. I'm worried that they'll come out of the mine looking for food soon. Then we're in even bigger trouble.
The town guards can't help you?
Yeah, they're as useless as a fifth wheel on a wagon.
Fifth
Give
wheel.
me some sort of line about keeping an eye out for enemy soldiers. What's the point in protecting this place if the mine's completely useless? Idiots.
Idiots. I'll help you out.
Tell you what, keep to your word, and I'll line your pockets with as much as I can scrape out. I don't want to be responsible for sending you to your death.
No, you're not going to send me to my death. I'm already dead. And I should get a decent chunk of gold for doing this. My favorite ultra skimpy armor is Murder Black Rose. What's my favorite? My favorite from Deserter X is probably the Murta Assassin armor.
Stay on your guard.
Damn it. Nope, not very impressive at all. Murder Assassin is really nice and highly customizable. You know, all of Deserter X's armors are really nice. And it's interesting, I've never read one comment about, oh, this armor is nice, but it's not lore friendly. Never once. But yet the other day, somebody told me my character's walking animation isn't lore friendly. It's like, what? Okay, I said I would stop talking about that.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
asking for trouble walking around with dangerous magic like that.
Mm-hmm. So, I cleared the spiders.
Gone?
Yes.
Every one of them?
Yes.
Why, that's incredible. Finally, we can reopen the mine and put Shore's stone back on the map. Here, please accept this gift as a token of our gratitude.
Ooh, I got 1,000 gold for this. Cool.
Take a look.
Oh wait, I have a
Anytime, friend.
I have a illusion spell I got from Qaxe's Questorium. Where is it? Where is it? It is illusion, right? Yeshers, welcome. Good to see you. Fast talker. That's what I'm looking for.
Let's move faster. The sun is... That's not great for my skin, if you know what I mean.
Hello, friend.
Hello. What do you got for sale?
Take a look.
Serana needs some skimpiness in her life. I think this is all I need is leather and leather strips.
Keep safe.
Lore friendly is in the mind of the player, that's for sure. Any armor could be lore friendly. It depends on the latest fashion in Tamriel. And regarding the latest fashion, it could be argued that the what am I looking for? Boots? No. It could be argued that the tailor in solitude determines the latest fashion in Tamriel. Oh shoot, did I? Oh, I just screwed up. So, what do I need to make this armor again? Boots, boots. These are all boots. Where's the armor? It's not on the tanning rack, is it? Oh, that's right. This is stupid. Why would you... Why make an armor accessible from the tanning rack? Body... Hands... What else? Can I improve this? Yeah, looks like I can.
Hey there.
Hey!
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
What do you got for sale?
Take a look.
Boots, don't need that.
Anytime, friend.
Okay, I'm just about done screwing around here.
What's our next move? This better not be all the things you just can't be bothered with.
No, this is just stuff I'm not interested in. So I guess that's sort of the same thing.
Are we ready then?
Yeah, let's go, sexy. So what I'm sort of doing right now is playing some, playing through a quest from Qaxe's Questorium alongside Dawnguard. Yes, sirs, I approve of that bounce. Well, thank you, kind sir. I approve of it too. So speaking of approval, and this is this is something I just decided to pick apart earlier today. Found a new mod on the Nexus, and I'm not going to name any names, but I downloaded some follower mod today, and I was interested in it because this follower has a uses the healing hand spell. So I posted on the mods page asking if this follower actually uses such a spell. The mod author in question claimed he didn't know, so he thought he'd try it. Now I'm all about what am I looking here? Fine, whatever. Mesmerize. Now when I put my mods together, I'm all about functionality first. You know, a mod has to do what it claims to do, and it's got to use what it's supposed to be using. And when I read that response about this follower having the healing hand spell and the author doesn't know if she'll actually use it, well, I don't know. I just started laughing. Adding to that, and further checking out this follower, she's reported to be a destruction trainer. What else? Destruction trainer, restoration trainer, and a enchanting trainer, I think. Now, one of the things that's required to make the trainers actually trained is a script. Well, this follower in question didn't have that script attached to her. So the factions could never work. They can't work. I don't know. Oh, another thing I found is this follower can be acquired from Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary, and I wondered why this follower wasn't in the Dark Brotherhood faction. But even if she was, and seeing as how she's essential, the quest Destroy the Dark Brotherhood could never be finished. Couldn't complete it. Because the follower can't die if she's essential. it seemed to me that the mod author of the follower in question, who I will not name, just indiscriminately started dragging shit into her stats, if you will. Oh, what's this? Clear Spire Lodge. What's that? No offense, but makers of follower mods aren't the best modders. Mark doesn't know how to add or remove factions. Anyway, after looking at this mod in the CK, I was so disgusted. I didn't even bother running it through Test 5 Edit to see if there was any brokenness about it.
This won't end well for you.
The most endorsed mod on the game, banished, massively break the game. That says something about modding, I guess. I don't think it's the most endorsed mod anymore nowadays since people figured out taking away endorsements. Frosty, you're right. I'm not the best modder, but I can make some pretty sweet followers. But put me in the rendering window, and I want to rip my head out. See, I'm the opposite. I mean, the extent of my follower mods is just duplicating some NPC in the game, changing the ID, changing their name, and giving them spells and functionality I want them to have, and that's about it. I can't create these amazing followers like Asher's does, or who's another example? Whoever created Sophia, I forgot the guy's name, or Vilja. But I can't make a follower to be functional. You know, I know how to make them marriageable, and I know how to make them trainers. Speaking of that, this mod I've been complaining about. She's in the follower faction, but at the same time, typically the game doesn't allow followers into the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary. They're not supposed to go in there. I totally passed where I wanted to go. Darn it.
You're not getting the best of me.
You won't come to me, I'll come to you. Come here. The next make a follower kit update I will do include a healer AI package similar to the one used in FLP. Oh really, never noticed that about followers couldn't go in there. Yeah, I mean, that's been my experience. Every time I do the Dark Brotherhood quest, typically I have Serana with me. And the game will tell me, your follower cannot accompany you here. I was thinking that having her parked in the DB sanctuary may break parts of the quest. Yeah, it will. Well, I don't know that it will. But I mean, it is. This is where I'll say something about lore friendly. If this follower resides in the Dark Brotherhood sanctuary and she's wearing Dark Brotherhood robes, stands to reason she should be in the Dark Brotherhood faction. But she's not.
Hold it. This here's a toll road, see? You're gonna have to hand over, say, 200 gold if you want to use our road.
You're gonna have to drop some blood if you want to look at me. That's my toll. How about that? How about I kill you first?
Ha! Tough talk for someone who's about to have their guts spilled.
Sophia always ends up following me into the Dark Brotherhood, though. I don't know. Maybe Sophia somehow gets around it? I'm not sure. Man, look at that sky. I do have to find another sun, though. If I wasn't stupid right now, I would have Climates of Tamriel installed. Even the mods that expand on the Dark Brotherhood don't touch the Falkreath DB Sanctuary. It's always after the main quest is over. Yeah. Serana is going to get sunburned. She does look nice, though. Mm. Hey, stand still, lady. She's a sparkling vampire with that outfit. Yeah, she is. Oh gosh, Twilight all over.
You're not getting the best of me.
Teamwork, you and me, Serana. Laugh out loud, I made it to the part of the Twilight movie where he was sparkling, and I was like, I can't take anymore. This hurts too much.
Dead. Done and done.
I keep meaning to load that waterfall texture up in Photoshop and see if I can't do something with it. It doesn't look right. It does not look like water. Well, to me anyway. I know there's mods like Purity or um, even even just pure water would enhance it, but it also affects other water textures, and I don't want it to get in the way of realistic water too. Let's see. My vamp followers that I done can't regen during the day, only by biting or vamp drain, and that's much less than at night. Skyfalls and sky mills in realistic water seems to work well. Oh, it does? Okay.
Your skin's as pale as the snow.
No, it
Scared of
isn't.
sunlight or something?
You're talking to Serana. My skin isn't pale.
Need a ride?
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Solitude.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
Eschers, I didn't know you had any vampire followers. I mean, vampire follower mods.
Beautiful old city. Capital of Skyrim. I'm sure you already knew that. It's almost getting downright hot now.
Yes, downright hot.
In the castle, we used to just be able to see solitude over the mountains. That's exactly what I'd imagined. What's our next move?
Hard to imagine we're going through all this trouble for some priest.
Nothing like a goose chase around the whole damned province.
I'm sure stories will be told of this.
The tale of the great moth priest hunt. Not something I'd want to read.
I was thinking two adventurers seeing the world.
Oh, I see. Let's just keep going.
I love saying that to her.
Are we ready then?
Yeah, we're ready. You can tell she feels something when you tell her that two are adventurers seeing the world. Diana the Pureblood is the only vamp that is published. I have 3 more that come with a 5-tiered dungeon crawl. It's about
I read
70%
stories about
complete.
Solitude Vineyard, but I didn't expect it to be that big.
Oh man, I can't see Diana because I'm streaming right now. Diana the Pureblood. I have to remember that. Ashers, do you know your way around like making quests and using quest aliases and such?
There are dragons about, traveler. Warned.
Very little, Chris. Okay. One of the things I've been trying to put together is a fix for when. Uh-oh. There you are. One of the things I've been trying to put together is a fix for when someone is using Ningham Race, Better Vampires, and Sacrosanct. Now, in my experience, I've always had to have Harkon turn me into a vampire. Then I gotta stop my game, install Better Vampires, and go reload the game.
That's another quiet day, I hope.
You know anything about a dragon priest or a moth priest?
Ah, so that was a moth priest then. He rode through town not long ago with an escort of soldiers. They didn't stop, just headed south, across the Dragon Bridge. I'll take my leave then.
Okay, so I let Harkon turn me into a vampire, then I quit the game, install Better Vampires, let it load, and then go feed. That method, when using the Ningham Race, that's always worked. However, most of the time it's just not a good idea to install mods in a given playthrough. Now, if I install Better Vampires first, become a vampire like early on in the game, and then, Jesus, I'm like stumbling all over my words here. If I become a vampire early in the game, then let Harkon turn me one more time so I get the Vampire Lord perk. The next time I turn into a Vampire Lord and revert back to human, I'm gonna lose the keywords needed. So I end up using console commands to become a vampire and get the keywords again.
And you thought you were pretty.
What about just deactivating the ESP and turn it back on? I've tried that myself. It just doesn't work. The whole thing about being a vampire in Skyrim is the character has to have the appropriate keywords, otherwise they're not seen as a vampire.
What now?
So I guess this is the place.
Here we are. Ready to go in?
Let's rescue this priest.
Well, let's move then. I'm right behind you.
Darn, I need to go AFK for a few minutes. I don't know what AFK means.
think they turned him?
You haven't seen anything.
Maybe. We'll know until we get him out of here. I'm working on it. Now give me some silence so I can think.
Teach you a lesson. Away from the keyboard. Thank you, Frosty. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, Serena. Vampire seduction.
By the divines.
The divines.
It's as if my eyes have been opened. I am blinded by the light of your majesty. I must obey you. What would you have of me, master?
Need you to go to Castle Volkahar.
Certainly. Where can I find this castle?
Off the northern coast of Skyrim, due west of Solitude.
I will set out at once then.
What's that? Staff of Summoning Runes. Cast on a nearby surface, targets an opponent in front of you when triggered. Huh.
What's our next move?
Well, as long as there isn't any other bug-type priests we need, we can head back.
Come on, let's go home.
Wait, do you want a staff?
If you think it'll help.
Summoning Runes. Oh, you want this one too?
Let's go.
What the hell is that blue? Is that mist or clouds? Yeah, it sure is. How did I get blue clouds? Oh no, it's blue smoke. Strange.
We need to do something about these vampire attacks.
Distant fog looks a little odd at night. Distant fog. I don't think I have any mods that affect distant fog.
That'll teach you.
I'll teach you. Eventually, I'll make my way over to Whiterun and do the quest to get dragons spawning in the game. That's the one where you go to the watchtower.
College mages having a place like Sorthon anyway. It's a place for more dead. Weird experiments.
You need something.
Looking to hire a boat?
Yeah,
I can take you to any port on the coast.
I want to hire your boat.
Where are you headed?
An island near the border to High Rock.
The one with the ruined castle?
Yes.
Don't you know that place is cursed?
Yeah.
Even seasoned sailors steer far around that place.
Don't care. Still need to go there.
I'll take you as far as I can, but I'm not hanging around, and it's gonna cost you extra. Climb on in and let's get this over with.
Let's get this over with. I don't mind you doing some of the main quest. Been ages since I done it. Thank you, Frosty. As far as this current playthrough goes, I haven't even officially discovered Bleak Falls Barrow.
Surprised you weren't at the last meeting with our lord.
Well done. Somehow I knew it would be you who found our moth priest.
Yes, it figures since you commanded the court to look for the Moth Priest, but nobody else went out to look for him. You're not as influential as you think you are, huh, Harkon?
Yes, I see that. I trust his capture was not too difficult a task.
No, it wasn't.
I wish I could have been there to hear the sounds of their screams.
I bet you do.
Your thrall awaits, and we have given him the Elder Scroll. Command him to read it, and let us hear the words of prophecy together.
Life here is better than you could find anywhere in Skyrim.
Except for bastards like you. Send your minions to
Life here has
kill
many
me.
advantages. Don't you agree?
Master, I have done as you asked and traveled here.
I have a new task for you.
Of course. What is it that you need me to do?
Can you read an Elder Scroll?
Ah, yes, the Elder Scroll. I admit, I am looking forward to this. Of course, Master. Everyone, please be quiet. I must concentrate. I see a vision before me. A great bow. I know this weapon. It is Oriel's bow. Now a voice whispers, saying,
Shut up, will ya?
among the man's children. In an age of strife, when dragons return to the realm of men, darkness will mingle with light, and the night and the day will be as one. The voice fades and the words begin to shimmer and distort. But wait, there is more here. The secret of the bow's power is written elsewhere. I think there is more to the prophecy, recorded in other scrolls. Yes, I see them now. One contains the ancient secrets of the dragons, and the other speaks of the potency of ancient blood. My vision darkens, and I see no more. To know the complete prophecy, we must have the other two scrolls.
That was not as useful as I would have liked. Even so, you did well.
Do you know where these scrolls are?
My traitor wife stole one of them away and then disappeared. As for the other, the last that I heard, it was lost in the bowels of a Dwemer ruin. It seems our work is not yet done. But I have waited this long, and we are so very close now. I can wait a bit longer.
If you need anything, say the word. I can still forge a decent blade.
Why me? Do you have a moment?
Of course. What's on your mind?
That moth priest, Dexian. He said we needed 2 other Elder Scrolls. I think I know where we can start looking.
Why didn't you say something earlier?
Didn't want that lot getting wind of it. Especially my father.
I understand. What is it between you two?
Ever since he decided to make that prophecy his calling, we kind of drifted apart. I don't even think he sees me as his daughter anymore. I'm just a means to an end.
So where's the scroll?
We need to find my mother, Valeria. She'll definitely know where it is. And if we're lucky, she actually has it herself. The last time I saw her, she said that she'd go somewhere safe. Somewhere that my father would never search. Other than that, she wouldn't tell me anything. But the way she said it, someplace he would never search. It was cryptic, yet she called attention to it.
Sounds like she was being cautious.
Maybe. What I can't figure out is why she said it that way. Besides, I can't imagine a single place my father would avoid looking. And he's had all this time, too. Any ideas?
How about right here in the castle?
Wait, that almost makes sense. I used to help my mother tend a garden in the courtyard here. All of the ingredients for our potions came from there. She used to say that my father couldn't stand the place. Too peaceful. Oh, absolutely. But my mother's not a coward. That is, I don't think we'll actually trip over her there, but it's worth a look.
So how do we get in without your father noticing?
Trust me, I lived here a very long time and I know every nook and cranny. There's an unused inlet on the northern side of the island that was used by the previous owners to bring supplies into the castle. An old escape tunnel from the castle exits there. I think that's our way in.
Let's go then.
Come on, it's just around the side.
Oh, cool. I have a couple soul gems.
Right behind you.
Let me enchant that armor for you.
If you think it'll help.
It'll help you once I'm done with it.
Are we ready then?
Mm-hmm. Time is it? 7:28 a.m. HDT boots. Hey, Serrano, where'd you go? Oh, there you are.
Yes? What did you need? Alright, let's see what you have. Alright then.
Life here has many advantages. Don't you agree?
Alright, so by the time I get out of I get out of the soul cairn, it should be 3 days, and I can continue with that Questorium quest. Would be nice to have Fuz Roda right about now.
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave.
God, Serena, you and the weather.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I still remember the old water. On some days, this would smell just... You'd be glad you weren't here then.
Is it that bad, Serena?
Stay on your toes.
Mm.
Take a left up here. This is one of the... Who's there?
But that Hellfire spell just obliterates anything in its path.
This leads out to the courtyard. Just head through the door.
Unless that anything is the Ebony Warrior, very much yes. I don't know, Frosty. I think it would give the Ebony Warrior a run for his money.
We've made it to the courtyard. Oh no.
What happened here, Serena?
What happened to this place?
I don't know.
Everything's been torn down. The whole place looks, well, dead. It's like we're the first to set foot here in centuries. This used to lead into the castle's great hall. Looks like my father had it sealed up. I used to walk through here after evening meals. It was beautiful once. This was my mother's garden. Do you know how beautiful something can be when it's tended by a master for hundreds of years? She would have hated to see it like this. Wait. Something's wrong with the moon dial here. Some of the crests are missing and the dial is askew. I didn't even know the crests could be removed. Maybe my mother's trying to tell us something. I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial.
So what's so special about the moon dial?
Well, as far as I'm aware, it's the only one in existence. The previous owners of the castle had a sundial in the courtyard, and obviously that didn't appeal to my mother. She persuaded an elven artisan to make some improvements. You can see the plates that show the phases of the moons, Maser and Secunda.
Does it work?
That's the thing. What's the point of a moon dial? I always wondered why she didn't just have the whole thing ripped out. But she loved it. I don't know. I guess it's like having a piece of art, if you're into that sort of thing.
So what am I doing to it?
Hard to say. Maybe if we found the missing crests, we could figure it out.
Okay.
Look around for the missing crests. Even in this mess, they should stick out.
Ebony Warrior has 100% spell reflect. Oh. I didn't know that. I've only progressed in the game far enough once to go up against the Ebony Warrior. Oh, come on. How many times have I done Dawn Guard? And there's the missing crest. That's what I'm looking for.
Very clever, Mother. Very clever. I've never been in those tunnels before, but I bet they'd run right under the courtyard and into the tower ruins. Well, at least we're getting closer. Let's go.
I like the mystery behind him. Some very cool theories. In battle, he's godlike. That's for sure. Isn't there a theory that the Ebony Warrior is... He's either related to the Nerevarine, or he has some connection to him?
I've never even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around.
Do you know anything
Right
about this
behind you.
place?
I'd always just assumed that the other tower was completely destroyed inside. My mother kept this a secret, even from me. She must have been up to something she thought was dangerous.
So what happened to the castle courtyard?
If I had to guess, I'd say the moment Mother fled the castle, Father went on a rampage. Knowing him, anything at all that reminded him of her was just destroyed.
And he just walled it off?
It appears that way. I suppose he wanted to put the past behind him. Perhaps if he had spent more time with us, he would have recognized the beauty for himself.
I see.
I'm right behind you. You will not touch me. This won't end well. Dead. Show yourself. We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow. Those spikes, they spin? I never knew that. Huh. Been playing Skyrim for, I don't know, 3 years now, and I still see new things I've never seen before.
Stay on your guard. There you go.
A popular theory is he's related to Ebonheart, a literal Redguard warrior god. Wow, that fire looks so cool in some places. Yeah, same. That Spriggan was something very cool I saw on your channel. Yeah. The fire I'm using it's coming from Cinematic Fire 2 HD. I think that's the full name of the mod. Thought I'd give another fire mod a shot this time around. And of course, E and B has a lot to do with how it looks as well. Speaking of that, I just wonder what it looks like without E and B on. Shift F12. Okay, now we're playing vanilla. No E and B.
Who's there? Yeah.
Turn E and B back on. I can't play vanilla. Oh, shit, Sran is screwed up.
Update for you.
I've tried the ones you use, but never get it like that. Must be the E and B that further enhances it. Still looks nice though, but less dramatic. Yeah. It's just amazing how much E and B really does for the game. Oh, hey.
Oh, what is it?
So did your mother keep gargoyles here?
Not that I ever saw. My mother had a bit of a thing for magical constructs.
Yes.
Not what you're thinking.
Oh, yes, she did.
Just found them fascinating. Let's go.
E and B is what keeps the game feel next gen, or more likely more to today's standards. Yeah, Screw that, I still play games from 2006.
Look out! Gargoyles!
Huh, I never heard her say that. Look out, gargoyles.
I don't think we've reached the top yet. I bet there's some kind of secret passage around here. Right behind you.
Do you have any more? No.
Are we ready then?
Yeah.
Leave it to my mother. She's smarter than I gave her credit for.
Speaking of games from early 2000s, I was actually watching some videos on a few of the older Silent Hill games.
Look at this place.
Look at that.
This has to be it. I knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this. Look at all this. She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing? I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something. Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone.
What am I looking for?
My mother was meticulous about her research. If we can find her notes, there might be some hints in there. I had no idea her laboratory even existed. She had an alchemy set up in her drawing room, but nothing that even comes close to what's here.
What did she research?
Looking at the equipment and materials, it looks like she was trying to advance her necromancy.
To what end?
I don't know. Certainly not longevity. Kind of a waste of time for a vampire. I remember she used to keep a small journal. See if you can dig it up.
The one follower Bethesda did right. The older Silent Hill games are nice. Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill Homecoming, and the Silent Hill where we play as Grady, the truck driver. Those are... Oh, Silent Hill 3, that's my favorite one. Those are my favorites.
What's our next move?
Yeah, I found these notes.
You did? Let me see them.
What's the soul cairn she talks about?
I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems. That the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn.
Why did she care where they went?
The soul cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the soul cairn itself.
If she made it there, we'll find her.
That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the soul cairn.
What do we need?
A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Oh, damn it.
What's wrong?
We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place.
You share her blood.
Not bad. We'd better hope that's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started.
Think all those ingredients are here?
Oh, definitely. Mother would have plenty of those materials in her laboratory. You just need to find them.
There's a Daedra heart. Isn't there some kind of mod called Serana Customizer that it's supposed to allow you to like change how Serana looks? Yeah, I use Seranoholic myself and Valerica. I'm using Serana and family this time.
Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood.
Can I ask you something first?
Of course. What is it?
What will you do if we find your mother?
I've been asking myself the same thing since we came back to the castle. She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost.
Sounds like she did everything for your sake.
Possibly. I guess even a vampire mother is still a mother. She worried about me. About all of us. But she wanted to get me as far away from my father as possible before he really went over the edge.
We won't know until we find her.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect anyone to care how I felt about her. Thank you. Are we ready then?
Let's get that thing open.
All right. Here goes. By the blood of my ancestors. Created a portal and solved it. Incredible. Incredible. Simply incredible. I'm ready when you are.
Hello, Nikela. How are you? Serana and her stepmother work good together. Serana doesn't have a stepmother. I specifically use Seranoholic because there is a Bijin all-in-one that combines all Bijin, ESP, Seranoholic, and Better Bards. Oh, I didn't know that. I think I have Bijin War Maidens installed as well. Man, look at this place. What can you tell me about this?
It wouldn't smell this bad.
Yeah, all all the dead lingering around. So do you know anything about this place?
Just what my mother told me. I've also studied a little bit on my own, but there's not much. When something is trapped in a soul gem, and then the energy is used for powering an enchantment, the remnants are sent here.
Any soul gem?
Well, I think it's specifically the black ones. I don't know if the soul cairn takes just any leftovers.
Does anything live here?
Look at this place. Do you think anything would want to live here?
No.
The only things that can survive here are the ideal masters, the undead, and the souls themselves. Well, if you want to call that living.
Do you think we'll meet the ideal masters?
I don't think anyone's ever met the ideal masters. I'm not even sure anyone knows what they look like. They could be underground, flying above us. They might be the ground. I have no idea.
Why are they collecting these souls?
Lots of theories. Some say they feed on them like I feed on blood. Others think they use them as payment to an even higher power. Almost like a currency. A very strange currency. Whatever they're doing with them, they've been harvesting for millennia. No telling how many souls are trapped here.
Why would a necromancer want to deal with them?
Look around you. There are some extremely powerful undead here. Even a necromancer as seasoned as my mother would be willing to spend years trying to gain access to them.
Some of them, you mean?
Exactly. It's a lost art. Most necromancers just raise up whatever bodies are nearby. A simple trick, really. Child's play. But bringing something from the soul cairn gives you something much more powerful.
How do the necromancers communicate with them?
Oh, that's usually the trick. It's possible to do it through a simple portal. But to finalize the deal, you have to travel here yourself. And most of them never come back.
Okay.
Let's keep moving.
We probably are. You mean Harkon didn't propose to Sincelia yet? He don't know what he's missing. No, Harkon didn't.
The smell here. Let's try to handle this quickly.
Yes, Rana. No, Harkon didn't propose to Sincelia yet. Sincelia's not really the marrying type. She's far too focused on herself. With the exception of Serana, though. Serana looks good as vanilla too. Yeah, but she looks so much better modded. Little fun fact here, if after completing the Dawnguard quest line and you go into this area here, this is where Durnavir hangs out. He'll be sitting on this word wall. Elven Sword of Flooding. Target takes 28 points of water damage to health and stops magic and stamina regen. Okay.
Let's keep moving. I feel like we're being watched.
Hey, you want a water
What
sword?
did these souls do all day? They look bored.
Bored.
Alright, let's see what you have.
Got a new sword you might be interested in.
Let's just find my mother and get out of here.
Okay, we're going.
Mother? Mother!
Can't be. Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to complete the prophecy our way, not his.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you. So how has it come to pass that a vampire of mixed blood is in the company of my daughter?
I've been keeping her safe.
Safe? You call bringing her here safe? Has she explained nothing to you? Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you.
I'm here for the Elder Scroll.
You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself.
What are you talking about?
When I fled Castle Volgahar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Ariel and his arcane weapon, Ariel's bow. The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon.
How does Serana fit in?
Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor.
Cold Harbor?
It's what some call the domain of Molig Bal. His place in oblivion.
And Serana underwent this ritual willingly? Or did you force her into it like I think you did?
It was expected of her. Just as it was expected of me.
That's not what I
Being
asked.
selected as an offering to Molig Bal is an honor. She wouldn't have dared to refuse on that. Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible.
Are you saying Harkon means to kill her?
If Harkon obtained Ariel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires.
I wouldn't allow that to happen.
And how exactly do you plan on completing the prophecy without the death of my daughter?
I'll kill your forsaken husband.
If you believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I originally suspected. Don't you think I weighed that option before I enacted my plans?
Well, you're not me.
You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. You see the tyranny of the sun as your chance at deification. And like Harkon, you won't hesitate to destroy anything that stands in your path.
You know what, Valerica, you can go straight to hell.
Serana, a stranger, may call herself a vampire, but she knows nothing of our struggle. Why should I entrust you to her?
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known her than you've done in centuries.
How dare you? I gave up everything I cared about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father.
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly. Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me.
Don't give a damn.
For Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can.
So do you have the Elder Scroll?
Yes. I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins.
What do we need to do?
You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here. Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down.
We'll return soon.
One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the cairn. Be wary of him. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat. Be careful, and keep my daughter safe.
Serana, with all due respect, your mother can stay in oblivion for all I care. Hi, I'm from Brazil. I'm back. Hello, Vinicius. How are you?
Let's kill those keeper things and get back to the prison.
So, how are you feeling after talking to your mother? I know how I'm feeling.
Relieved, I think.
Yeah?
All those things have been building for a while. You have no idea how long I wanted to say that to her.
Why did you ever agree to her plan, though?
Look, I loved my father, but when he found that prophecy, that became his life. Everything else, even me and my mother, we just became clutter. I was close with my mother, but she just kept feeding me her opinions of him, and eventually I started believing them.
She doesn't seem too fond of him.
The moment we gave ourselves to Moloch Ball, things got really icy between them. They were both drunk with power, and pulling in different directions. And then he found that prophecy, and that was it.
And you were caught in the middle?
I was. Honestly, it took me up until now to figure out that my mother was really just as bad as he was. He was obsessed with power. She was obsessed with seeing him fail. It was just so toxic. Maybe I could have seen this coming. We could all be better off now.
You shouldn't blame yourself.
I know that in my head, but I just can't help feeling bad about the way things are. Sorry, I know you're trying to help. Thanks. Anyway, we should keep moving.
See, sometimes this guy is hanging around, like right here. Where is he? Yeah.
You saved him!
I guess so.
His soul is free, I can feel it! He's such a loyal beast. Here, I'll teach you how to call him to you. He'll help you get around this wretched place. But I'm sure he'd be much happier someplace sunnier. Goodbye, hero. Take good care of Armak for me. Such a good horse.
Thank you, Saul.
Stay on your guard.
Hmm. Oh, missed the kill shot. Who the?
Be careful.
Just trying to get out of the way. Seems like the more of the keepers that get destroyed means the more violent the weather becomes in the Solcairn. Shit. You okay, Serrata? Solcairn, such a cool place. Much like Blackreach, a very unmodded place. Didn't know about the weather getting worse in the Solcairn. Is your magicka up to 100%? You caused a lot of damage.
Can't believe we found my mother alive.
Not quite sure how to answer if my magicka is up to 100%, but what is it? Destruction is up to 79, and I do have some pretty powerful spells. About the weather getting worse in the Solcairn. It's just I don't really know that's true. It's just observation, really. Play Soul Gem.
Dead.
Could be true. Skyrim has small details like that. Yeah, it's just that's what it seems like. Every time I enter the Solcairn, you know, there's not too many lightning strikes. But the more keepers I take out, the weather seems to get worse. Hmm. Nikela, to further expand on your question, I've been using fire spells ever since I started this game, and you know, the more you use one type of spell, the more powerful it becomes over the course of time.
You managed to destroy all 3 keepers? Very impressive.
Yeah. What do you think of me now, bitch? Can we get that scroll now?
Yes. Please follow me. Keep watch for Durnevere. With the prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate.
Mr. Hayes, I could be wrong, but I imagine one of the reasons Solcairn is highly unmodded may be to the bugs it's linked to known for causing crashes and runtime errors. Yeah, I've had my share of problems with the soul cairn. And welcome, Mr. Hayes.
Wait. I hear something.
He's here. Where'd you come from? But I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon.
What makes you say that?
Volume alleged that he can't be slain by normal means. It appears they were mistaken.
Go on.
The soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Dernevir's physical form while he reconstitutes himself.
How long could that take?
Minutes, hours, years. I can't even begin to guess. I suggest we don't wait around to find out. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll, and you can rely on me.
Leading us to the scroll.
Just another guess as to why the soul cairn isn't modded is, you know, after this quest is completed, the Arvak and Jeb's quest are completed. There's no reason to really come back here.
Now that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be on your way.
You're gonna stay here though?
I have no choice. As I told you before, I'm a daughter of Cold Harbor. If I return to Tamriel, that increases Harkon's likelihood of bringing the tyranny of the sun to fruition.
We'll return for you when we can.
I appreciate your concern for me.
I'm not concerned about you.
That's what I care about. You must keep her safe at all costs. Remember that Harkon is not to be trusted. No matter what he promises, he'll deceive you in order to get what he wants. And promise me you'll keep my daughter safe. She's the only thing of value I have.
The sooner we get the scroll home, the sooner we deal with my father.
Did you have anything to ask before you depart?
No.
The sooner we get the scroll home, the sooner we deal with my father.
Could be the perfect reason for a mod, actually. Yeah, that is true. There is gonna be a quest mod involving Durnevir and the Soul Cairn, though. I just haven't started on it yet. Wait. Didn't you and I just fight?
Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinard.
I thought you were dead.
Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life and death.
Why are we speaking?
I believe in civility among seasoned warriors, and I find your ear worthy of my words. My claws have rendered the flesh of innumerable foes, but I have never once been felled on the field of battle. I therefore honor name you Quanarin, or Vanquisher in your tongue.
Of course, I found you equally worthy.
Your words do me great honor. My desire to speak with you was born from the result of our battle, Quanarin. I merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of you.
What kind of a favor?
For countless years I've roamed the Soul Cairn in unintended service to the ideal master. Before this, I roamed the skies above Tamriel. I desire to return there.
Now that line of dialogue has to do with the quest mod I've got in mind. So what's stopping you?
I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me. I share a bond with this dreaded place. If I ventured far from the Soul Cairn, my strength would begin to wane until I was no more.
How can I help?
I will place my name with you, and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel. Do me this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your Graze Mazen, your ally, and teach you my Thum.
Just call your name in Tamriel? That's it?
Trivial in your mind, perhaps. For me, it would mean a great deal. I don't require an answer, Quinarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right.
Why do you call me Quinarin?
In my language, the Quinarin is the vanquisher, the one who has bested a fellow Dova in battle.
Philadelphia, I'm not a dragon, though. I'm a vampire.
Forgive me. My instinct was to grant you this title. I am uncertain why.
Oh,
Perhaps one day it will become clear to both of us.
huh. Now that dialogue line presents itself when the player doesn't know they're the Dragonborn yet. Okay. And because, technically speaking, I don't know that I'm Dragonborn. I haven't done the Whiterun's Dragon Quest, which leads me to High Hrothgar. Well, that's a interesting twist. So did he give me all of his words? Yeah, he did. I don't have any dragon souls. So that begs the question of what's Sternivere going to say to me if I go back and talk to him and tell him I'm Dragonborn. When I find out I actually am Dragonborn. Yep. Once again, 4 years of playing Skyrim, and I still don't know everything about this game.
The sooner we get the scroll home, the sooner we deal with my father.
Oh, you know what? I can make some better soul gems, probably.
The feast never ends here in Castle Rogue.
Let me go. Why me? Who are you? Oh.
Sir. No, I don't need anything right now.
Okay, landlord. Should be wait 3 days to hear back from Galen. Oh. Um Plate burial. Guess we can do this quest while I wait to hear back from Galen. Where do I have to go? Oh, seriously? I haven't even discovered Riverwood yet. Wow.
It'll be good for them. I'm okay with the dark, but I've spent more than my share of time in caves.
Well, which one is it, Serana? It'll be good to get out of the sun for a while, or you've spent more than your share of time in caves? And what do we got?
It's way
Bikini,
faster. The sun is...
gloves.
That's not great for my skin, if you know what I mean.
Wings. Way to almost blow myself up there on my own magic. Where's Bleak Falls Barrow?
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anyways.
Okay, we'll get in a cave, Serana. Is there no bandits here?
Who's there?
Still one of my favorite dungeons. Probably always will be. There's something nostalgic about Bleak Falls Barrow in that it's one of the first dungeons you enter in playing the game. I love Bleak Falls Barrow.
Be careful.
Snake, snake, whale. There's a few I really like. Which ones are those, Frosty? Illusion. What kind of illusion spells do I have? Curse of Exhaustion. Weakens the target, reduces its movement speed by 30% and physical attack damage by 20% for 16 seconds. Okay, let's try that.
I was always taught to avoid these types of ruins. I think I see why now.
Yeah, these ruins are dangerous places, Serana. But we can handle it.
Who's there?
Don't let it get me! Don't let it get me! Help! Get me out of here! Get me out of here! Don't leave me for Qaxe's sake! You, over here! You did it, you killed it. Now cut me down before anything else shows up.
Where's the golden claw?
Yes, the claw. I know how it works. The claw, the markings, the door in the Hall of Stories. I know how they all fit together. Help me down and I'll show you. You won't believe the power the Nords have hidden there.
Fine, let me see if I can cut you down.
Sweet breath of arcade, thank you.
Sweet breath of arcade. Elder Green is probably my favorite. Yeah, I like Elder Green. Shadowgreen Cavern is another I really like. And there's one more that I can't remember the name of. Probably the... later Reduro, whatever your name is. What type of vampire are you now? I am the same type I was the last time.
It's coming loose. I can feel it. Why should I share the treasure with anyone?
What is it? What is it? Bear, moth, owl.
Something's not right here. Be careful. I think we may be in for some trouble. Stay on your toes. Tough day for you.
Done and done. I only remember Morrowind having different vampires with quests. Level 5. No, JJ, I'm not level 5, if that's what you're relaying to us.
Did you hear something? Show yourself. Done and done.
I'm pretty sure Daggerfall had different clans as well. Bethesda got lazy, but we got mods for that at least. Yes, we do. I do know that Oblivion... I think Oblivion has different clans of vampires, right? Or I may be thinking of like vampire race mods for Oblivion.
Done and
Nothing's gonna get the best of us, Serana.
this won't end well for you.
Morrowind had 3 clans. I don't know about Daggerfall, probably even more. They seem to downnerve their game upon each release. down nerve as in, like lack of lore? Or, I don't know.
Show yourself.
I remember reading in a book I found in Oblivion about the other clans. Besides that, not sure the game had any more besides default vampire. Lack of content, lore, storytelling, weapons, armors, sexiness, of course, and whatnot. Hmm. No, what am I looking for? Golden claw. What is that? Bear, moth, owl. If you guys want to see some amazing mod showcases, check out Just Call Me Frosty's channel.
Never saw anything like this back in the area.
He's modest though. Thanks for the shout out, Beast. My pleasure, Frosty. You know I gotta do that through every stream. Frosty, I should just put a link to your channel in the description of these videos. That's probably the best way I could contribute to your channel. You've contributed to, you know, getting the word out about my mods. Remember a book talking about ice vampires, but I could be remembering wrong for all I know. Somehow that... Why does that sound familiar? Ice vampires?
I said no.
No.
No adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that. Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store.
Yes, I bet it is. Did something happen here?
Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in. We still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament. Solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw.
Oh, you mean this one?
You found it! There it is! Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh?
Yeah, hilarious.
I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
Lucas, don't you
It means
think...
so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs. Thank you.
Thank you so much for taking care of those thieves. The Riverwood Trader is back to the way it used to be.
Yeah, Lucan, don't you... Oh, God, shut up.
Ah, good to see you.
Yes, yes. What do you got for sale?
Take a look.
No, you don't. Don't you think you ought to put that claw someplace else? Maybe that's how you got robbed in the first place? Doesn't this make you fall asleep when you travel far to destinations? No, it doesn't. Not fast traveling makes for some interesting encounters. Yes, it does. Landlord, wait 3 days. Well, it's been 3 days, hasn't it? I'm not sure if a courier is supposed to find me or what. I apologize if my live streams are contributing to anyone's sleep deprivation. I actually felt bad that I started streaming so late in the day, as I did today. Got wrapped up in some programming, and I didn't want to stop until I made some headway.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often?
Give me your money.
I don't have any money.
You better give me 5 seconds right now. Lady, could you spare a coin?
Huh?
Yes?
There, have a gold piece.
Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart.
Where are you begging?
It's what Bernawyn said I should do. He's the only one that's been nice to me since Mom. Since she died. My aunt and uncle took over our farm and threw me out. Said I wasn't good for anything. I wound up here, but I don't know what to do. I miss her so much.
Do you want to come home with me?
Really? Do you have a place I could live?
Yes, and it's got a big dragon, too.
Oh, wow. Are you sure? You really wouldn't mind?
Of course not.
Yay! Thanks, Mama. I promise I'll be the best daughter ever.
It's so bright out here. I don't know how you stand it.
Frigates I can handle, but this talk of dragons? The world's gone mad, I say.
My son died. Things won't be the same without him.
A big kid-eating dragon. Oh.
So, you were at Helgen. You saw this dragon with your own eyes?
Yes, matter of fact, I did.
By Ismir, Irileth was right. What do you say now, Proventus? Shall we continue to trust in the strength of our walls? Against the dragon?
My lord, we should send troops to Riverwood at once. It's in the most immediate danger. That dragon is lurking in the mountains.
The Jarl of Falkreath will view that as a provocation. He'll assume we're preparing to join Ulfric's side and attack him. We should
Enough! I'll not stand idly by while the dragon burns my hold and slaughters my people. Irileth, send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
Yes, my Jarl.
If you'll excuse me, I'll return to my duties.
That would be best. Well done. You sought me out on your own initiative. You've done Whiterun a service. I won't forget it. Here, take this as a small token of my esteem.
Talk about, yeah.
There is another thing you could do for me. Suitable for someone of your particular talents, perhaps. Come, let's go find Farengar, my court wizard. He's been looking into a matter related to these dragons and rumors of dragons.
Yes? What did you need? I'm ready when you are.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help.
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job.
Go ahead and fill her in with all
Be
the...
careful.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there.
What does this have to do with dragons?
Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibility. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from?
So what do you want?
I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself.
Oh, you mean this one?
Ah, the dragon stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me.
Maybe that's what you deserve.
You'll have to see the Jarl about that. Maybe his steward, Avenici. I'm sure one of them will pay you appropriately.
Farengar. Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
One of the new servants? Remember that I like my meat rare.
Oh, that's right. So it's coming from the south.
We should be taking the fight to the
Faster
storm.
than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord.
I'm not a man.
Just circling
I'm a
overhead
weapon
when I
in
left.
human form.
I never ran
Just
so fast in
unsheathe
my life.
and point me
I
at the
thought it
enemy.
would have come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the dragon stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armor.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No, I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you
Need something?
to defend the city against these dragons.
I've seen you helping the Jarl. If only all his Mr. Whiterun was known.
I have ulterior motives. I always wish that Jarl Balgruf had joined with the Stormcloaks instead of the Empire. I hated to see him go into exile when you finished the Civil War quest on the side of the Stormcloaks. Come on, Euroleth.
No signs of any dragon now. It sure looks like he's been here. I know it looks bad. We've got to figure out what happened. And if that dragon is still skulking around somewhere. Spread out and look for survivors. We need to know what we're doing.
No, get back. It's still here somewhere. Rocky and Todd just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it.
God, what happened here? Where's this dragon? Quickly now!
I don't know. Kindred, save us. Here he comes again.
Here he comes! Find cover and make every arrow count!
Oh, I just missed him. Whoa. Okay, now I gotta do this. Oh, it gives it to me for free.
Power of old. The voice of the Dragonborn. I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn.
I'm what? What do you mean?
In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power.
I don't know what happened to me, but I think you may be right.
Yes, I think I am. You can shout now. That can only mean one thing. You must be Dragonborn.
So,
That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood. Like old timers said.
that must be what Durnavir was talking about. So, did I get another... Oh, I didn't... Damn it.
All we ask is
They say there's nothing a Nord woman can't do if she puts her mind to it.
Mm-hmm. Alright guys, that's going to conclude this stream. I'm pretty tired.
What else could it mean? So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there?
Yes, the dragon was there.
Dragonborn? What do you know about the Dragonborn?
Evidently a little more than you.
So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you. Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion high on the slopes of the throat of the world. The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice. The ability to focus your vital essence into a thum or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift. The Greybeards.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Rungar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as she may be, I don't see any signs of her being this, Dragonborn.
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant.
He is puffed up.
These are sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Yes.
Don't be so hard on Avelich.
I meant no disrespect, of course.
Yes.
It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with her?
That's the Greybeards' business, and not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you, you know, to climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards...
What can I do for you?
You've done a great service for me in my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes,